Welcome back to some professional StarCraft 2 from the IEM Katowice 2022 StarCraft 2 World Championship. Yes, with all those keywords out of the way. We got a highlight match, a Terran versus Zerg. I hear people like that matchup. It's one of the top 6 at least. So let me introduce someone making a name for himself, a new name, by the way. Formerly known as Soul, now just Spirit. The Polish Terran. Bit more micro-focused, but showing he can be a challenger at this Intel Extreme Masters. And then, of course, a name you should recognize, and it is the one you think you remember. Yes, you are that old. You may remember from Wings of Liberty, one of the fastest and most exciting Zerg players, and he's back. Trying to reclaim that. I mean, he's made it this far. It's Dong Regu. DRG. He was probably the Mutiling player. Mutiling Ming. Remember when every game, every Terran versus Zerg had the Mutas? A little more rare nowadays, but especially in IEM making a comeback. It's exciting to see. Mutas are a very exciting unit. Just not as exciting when they fly into a couple Widow Mines for the Zerg player. But if you're able to keep on top of them, which only takes 400 or 500 APM, they can be the tool to shut down the mobility of the Terran. A lot of Terran players have gotten comfortable, especially against these Lingbane and Lingbane Hydra compositions, with having air superiority, having the ability to move your medevacs wherever you want. And then the Zerg player just kind of sits there and bounces back. Now, I don't know if this game is Mutiling Bane. We might see that again. But the meta is kind of shaped around Terran players able to get those medevacs to the edge of the creep and, at worst case scenario, pick up and fly away. So, I'm hoping we can see some of the Mutalings. Yeah, so far, so standard. Yes, we're going to flirt with each other here at the natural. Will they, won't they? Will the Reaper kill a Ling? Will it potentially cancel a creep tumor? Will the Queen drive it away in time? Will the grenade be good or just okay? Gets the cleaning bot, gets the Queen, but has taken some... So, no. The answer is nothing of note. The Reaper will see everything happening and be unable to do anything to stop it. Third command center. 3CC. Barracks doing some push-ups. Starport on the way. And second gas. Reaper coming in. We'll see exactly how much gas has been mined. Just enough for speed and a trickle more. No lair yet. And actually going to get out. I believe he did see the third time. And he knows speed isn't going to finish particularly quick. In fact, he's gonna stick around. Just continually being annoying here. Oh my. Clever grenade. Remember when Reaper grenades could kill buildings? DRG remembers. I like this version better. It was a little silly. Sorry, Beyond. Actually, Beyond's grenades were the Legacy of the Void version, but still, the idea stands. Building a Liberator. I don't know if he's doing this because he's pretty convinced that there won't be a Spore, or at least a particularly well-placed one. I mean, a Liberator is probably the least investment you can put in and for the most return. A Liberator in the right spot can deny mining, potentially kill half a dozen or more drones. Of course, it's pretty hard if you're paying any attention to lose it as well. So... you don't need a tech lab. You can just build it straight out of the starport as it finishes. Gas is not usually at a print. Brenda! What are you doing out there? You guys need to bring the creep to me, okay? It doesn't spread as fast as it used to. That's not true. It used to spread twice as slow in Wings of Liberty. We're not arguing. Go to Liquipedia. No, what do you mean? Oh, it is true. Anyways, blacked out for a second. 2 gases now. 2 evolution chambers. The Liberator must have been spotted. Yeah, definitely. The Spore Crawler in position. The Liberator going to be driven out. Clean should be enough. But at the natural, not finding anything. A little awkward there. And DRG forced to pull away. Not a fun position to be in. This is a bit of a dicey timing. Because right now, as DRG, you want to leverage that economically. The fact that you're a Zerg, right? You can get map control. Any slowdown on your economy is going to make it a lot less likely you can overwhelm whatever the Terran comes out with. Because DRG is invested in 1-1. He's getting a lair. He's got 60-something drones. You're not going to attack with Zerglings. Like, and if you do, and if they do any damage, it's because Spirit makes a mistake. Not because it's a good idea. So, he really wants to get to that 70-something drone count, get a lair done, and then start pumping out the units. He's got a 4th hatch on the way, the creep, a 5th hatch on the way. Oh. Does anyone smell that? Oh, I'm sorry. It must be the stench of Mutas. Yes, I'm that confident. The lair finishes. Show me it, DRG. Give me what I want. You know what I want. I don't even care about these Hellions. Don't pretend like Baneling speed is the end of your tech tree. You have 600 gas. DRG. What are you doing? Build the Spire already. I mean, you do need a few hundred more gas for the 2-2, but if he just goes Massling Bane and doesn't get the Mutalisk, I'm going to be very unhappy. I will be upset. Anyways, this is happening. So if he does end up going Spire, he's definitely missed his opportunity. He's got a ton of gas in the bank, but he's busy setting up this flank as Spirit with a couple tanks. Oh. Well. Those Marines. I mean, he crushed it there. DRG. Well, God. Okay, well, the Queen Moot coming together. That was an ill-fated attack. Spirit doubled down by trying to drop into the 4th and just kind of lost everything. DRG, you have 900 gas. Please. Okay, or give me 50 Banelings. I will also accept 50 Banelings. Overlord speed, Baneling speed finishing. But that final offer. I'm really wondering, actually. Like, he's getting all of the hatcheries. It's almost like a challenge mode right now. Yes, Massling Bane can work, and it's been working. Spirit, not really respecting the sheer amount of Zerglings on the field. DRG's at 87 drones. He's got all these hits. Beautiful target fire. Picks up, gets out. Not making the same mistake twice. Not even an infestation pit on the way. He's playing hashtag Zerg here. I mean, Baneling speed and upgrades. But otherwise, just Zerglings and Banelings. Zerglings and Zergling adjacent. How many Lings are on the field? 89 against just 35 Marines. The double drop is heading towards the main infestation pit. Joins the production tab. I'm still upset about the lack of Mutas, because he has 1,300 gas. But he's focused on shutting down Spirit wherever he can. Unfortunately, Spirit was able to slip by. The spawning pool is kind of an important part if all you can build are Zerglings and Banelings. It even denies the creation of Queens. Of course, DRG is nearly maxed out, but killing the spot. Okay, well, 39 Banelings. So many Banelings. Back in the main. DRG should have enough things to clean that up. Spirit. Oh, doesn't quite have time to target fire. Hive starts. 2 spawning pools. You can never have too many. At this point, it's not really so much about how much he's spending. It's about being able to spend it at all. Having Justling Bane is the most larva-intensive strategy. And without the tech, he's wasting all this potential. But the Banelings are rolling through, crashing in. The upgrades aren't there for Spirit. There are Banelings in the 3rd. Banelings closing in on the natural. The SCV, the orbital! Oh, he lifts it at the last second.
What a save!
Oh, it was so close. If he got the orbital and cut Spirit down another command center, there's a Hydroden on the way as DRG is spending his money like a Diamond Leaguer, but producing units like a GSL champion. Oh, the Medivacs took a wrong turn somewhere and ended up flying back in the center of the map. The queen count is too damn high, or maybe not high enough. It really depends. DRG, it feels like his plan was Lings and Banes, and then there was a period on the end of that. And he's like, oh, how many words am I supposed to write for this essay? But I've got to watch some more StarCraft casts on YouTube. How am I going to finish a 300-word... Lings, Banes, Lings, Banes, Lings, Banes. Alright, this is just enough. Well, whoever doesn't get picked up is not coming home. Lurkerden is on the way. A bit of an afterthought, as Hive is already done. Hydra Range Liberator in the main. Queen scrambling to assist, but she cannot fly directly to the location. Spirit is pulling this back, sheerly through the kind of indecision of DRG. That is the issue for many Zergs. This has killed many Zergs in the past. Just not deciding what your finishing blow looks like. Like, you can put them up against the wall, but once they start hiding behind it, you gotta find a way to smash through. And right now, DRG late on the draw on the tech tree here. A late bloomer. The Lurkerden, so late in comparison to the Hive. And now Spirit is nearly maxed out. He's got 100 army supply. Most of it in Bile, but some tanks and the very key Liberators here drop in the main. Incredibly hard to defend without splash damage now, as the upgrades are even. Oh, well, there's some splash damage. The Banelings, but he's splitting with the Medivacs, and I mean, it works. And he's also in the center of the map, but that's so many Zerglings! Oh, DRG has 100 Lings on the field, and he's adding more. But the main base, the Lurkerden, the most valuable unit, all the valuable tech is in the main! Oh, once again, I mean, I guess besides the backup decoy spawning pool, but 13 drones down. There's just drops everywhere. It's drop o'clock right now, and DRG is late to the party. 14. Oh, he didn't kill the hatch, but at this point, like, it's more of a liability. Losing the Lurkerden is a huge issue. Spirit obviously struggling to keep up on all these drops. He's got Medivacs, a hatchery, a strong glare away from death. A Viper exists, and that hatchery may just die out of fear. Meanwhile, Burrow on the way, Lurkerden. Not the perfect game from either side, but a scrappy one. Spirit can't really make a dent in the sheer unit count of DRG, but DRG can't find the tech to finish off Spirit. The Olympic rings coming together on the other side with sensor towers. What have we seen? So 172 Zerglings, 78 Marines. Surprisingly little for 13 minutes in. Only 13. 26 more Banelings. Just more Banelings. Just throw more Banelings on. Finally, the Lurker upgrades restart. But 3-3 is about to finish for Spirit. He's not maxed, so this is about as good as it's gonna get right now for a Hydraling Bane attack. Attack from the left and from the right. Spirit has to defend both fronts, but the planetary crashed. Oh my god. Oh, well... He forces one base to lift. But that was... You know what they say. Some players are just about 3 Banelings short of a planetary. And DRG today... Ooh. High-sec auto-tracking and Neil Steel armor. Fusion core, and I have no idea what for. It could be Liberators. Battlecruisers are not off the table. Okay, they're not really on the table. They're somewhere between the table and the ground. Somebody's holding them in their lap. Awkwardly. They're very large. Anyways, Planetary under attack once again. A little more committed this time. Focusing everything. Planetary is taken out, but at what cost? Nuclear missile in the production tab. Just throwing that one out there. Meanwhile, Spirit scrambling for the bottom right. There is Burrow. Is Burrow. Whatever one works. And whatever works is kind of the moral of this particular story. As just, yeah, we're getting whatever else is left. The one thing DRG very glaringly has not built, contrary to my, believe it or not, he doesn't seem to hear me, but he does not have a Spire. And not only for dealing with the Medivacs, but for the Liberators and potentially Broodlords as time goes on, though that is usually a last case. There goes that hatchery that was on borrowed time. The drone count is still at 90. Like, both these players are over... Okay, for a nuke... I can't even finish my damn sentence before a nuke goes off. Okay, this isn't my Twitter feed, is it? Well, not yet, but here... DRG spots it. It was right down the center of the hatchery. The larva not so lucky. Meanwhile, Hydraslings and Banes crashing through. Another nuke on the way. What was I gonna say? I don't remember now. Moving on. Lurkers on the low ground. Oh, about over 3,000 minerals per minute is about as high economy as you're gonna get. 4,000 is unsustainable. The map will mine out so quickly if they're both near 4,000. Don't worry, DRG doing a favor to Spirit and making sure he doesn't mine out this base quite so quickly. Not the first time he's lent him a hand in that. Meanwhile, the Liberators will look down upon the Lurkers and drive them away. Vipers in production. Oh, yeah, you see DRG sitting on 3,000. He's at 1,400 gas and 3,400 minerals a minute. That is 3 to 4 bases of full mining. No. Oh. He sees it. He has to see. He's gonna get the ghost. And the nuke flies off into the sunset. Or, well, whatever it does. I think they should just land in a random location on the map. That would be fair. And if the ghost died before tracking it down, it's probably on the Terran side. There. Risk reward. Bunch more Lurkers on the way. Is there advanced ballistics? Yes. And surprisingly not getting ship weapons, which would help the Lurkers. I'm not exactly sure the number of hits it takes to kill a Lurker with the Liberators, but the weapons upgrades definitely help. There are 9 tanks. It's starting to look suspiciously like a Bronze League Heroes episode here in Spirit's base, with the sheer level of command centers and static defense, as well as permanently siege tanks and patrolling Liberators. And I'm not entirely sure this isn't Bronze League Heroes at this stage, as DRG trying to make Hydraslings and Banes work. I mean, Lurkers are down. Where are the Lurkers? We saw 9 Lurkers get built, but they're all on their own, which, you know, they're not really solitary creatures. Well, the Lurkers will somehow attack upwards from the ground into the ground on the higher ground. But then the ghosts and the oh my, well, those, yeah, they don't get much more dead than that. All right. Well, there go the Lurkers. And now this army comes in, but it showed up to the entirely wrong party. A single Zergling gonna get 2 tank kills, which is more than the Lurkers. All of the Lurkers combined can say. The Heroling finally dies, but gets 2 valuable tanks. Oh. 1 drone successfully hides in the extractor there. A drop, though, on the right side of the map. These two continue just pounding on each other. DRG has lost 10,000 more minerals. He does not seem comfortable nor really capable of finding that winning unit composition. Spirit, if you show me the game about a little under 10 minutes ago, right when DRG was maxing out, I would say, well, maybe if he gets a good nuke. But Spirit is dragging this back. DRG is just not respecting the cost-effectiveness of the late-game Terran. And the Medevac's Parasitic Bomb is annoying, but a Medevac at 1 HP is a Medevac with 100% healing. Well, the Hydra's not able to close the distance. The SCV is feeling slightly abandoned here. Ranged Liberators, though, Spores can't really contest them. Lurkers will dunk themselves in. This time they do have some ground support, but oh. I don't, and well, DRG putting on a clinic right now. Unfortunately, it's a clinic for Terrans on how to kill lurkers. So, not exactly what he may have signed up for. Yeah, that's how many lurkers now? 21. 21. Another nuke. Where's the ghost is in what? How did you get special operative? All right. Unfortunately, it managed to be within range. The long-distance mule mining is now happening. The planetary is burning, even as it becomes a planetary, which means it doesn't really have its priorities straight, but will it burn? I don't think Spirit's... Oh, my. Okay. Well, we'll check back. Meanwhile, the Liberators. 19 drones have died. Somewhat... No. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, this is bad. Oh. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Never mind. He's repairing it. I may have looked away for a second. Are you kidding? Is he really doing decoy nukes? So this is the kind of game we're having. Spirit just launches the nuke at himself just to get the nuclear launch detected. And now DRG has to scramble around his... this is one of those Twitch chat things. Spirit is here for you, Twitch chat. The spirit of Twitch chat. Why don't you just nuke yourself so he panics? I mean, it probably does more damage when he never finds it. He can't find the red dot if he can't see it. Just gotta be careful to cancel it in time. Planetaries don't exist here. Another denial of this base. And at this point, is it even worth mining from? DRG just kind of cleaves it again. There are 3 more command centers in production, which seems, you know, a little gratuitous, as he already has 8 orbitals and 4 planetaries. Like, leave some for the rest of us. More CCs right now than successful Nigerian prince on email. Liberators, ghosts, lurkers can't really fight that. They'll shave up. At this point, I'm not... DRG will run out of money first if they're both mining the same amount, but he's lost so much more too. The key point is the gas. He has not lost. He's only lost 2,000 more gas, which is only half a base. He lost 14,000 more minerals, which is about a base. As they say, it's all about those bases, or you're in trouble. I believe is the quote. Meanwhile, the nuke may... Wow, this is collusion. This is what collusion looks like. The Vipers conspiring with the Ghost to destroy that hatchery. DRG once again fueling the lurker production industry. Bio army on the left flank. How many? 31 lurkers. Wow. By the way, just the footnote is 640 Zerglings and 150 Banelings, let alone the Banelings that actually got an attack off and don't show up on units lost. The footnote is over 1,000 Zerglings. Alright, well, the tanks. He's been upgrading them. He actually has +2 mech weapons, which is quite substantial here. Yeah. There's not really detection, but you don't... Well, there is detection. Okay, he does see him, but they're also Banelings. Meanwhile, are we base trading? Is that what we're doing? So this planetary will finish. Not gonna have a long life, but a very eventful one. I guess we're base trading and everyone's broke. The army supplies are actually in favor of our Terran here. And DRG has been mining pretty comfortably. You know what that means? That means he's about to go broke. He has been gathering and spending his money with reckless abandon. And right now, every single mineral coming in for both sides. This is where ghosts thrive. What? The Zerglings get a tank, and they pull the ghosts back. This is something that's happening. Another ghost. There's a nuke. We'll just... Yeah, there you go. Meanwhile, on the right side, the lurker's going forward. Oh, DRG. DRG. DRG camp. DRG! Did he not hear it? Did he not see it? Does he not know? 29 drones in the last minute. Most of them. How many kills on that goes? 34. So, I guess the larva count too. Oh no. That wasn't the first or the fifth. It was like the 8th nuke. Well, the last couple have been incredibly effective. The planetary is extracting the extractors from this base. DRG just he's out of runway here. He had so long to try to pull this together, but Spirit now has the army to win the game, and DRG has nothing left. He live fast and die hard. Yeah, he could get this, but no, this army, this smaller army than he's had is not... DRG's down to 100 supply. Spirit's not much better off, but he has 9 goes, 8 tanks. Those alone might be enough. The lurkers, like, they have to run the command center obstacle course. I mean... They were not here when we got here, by the way. I know, it feels like Spirit may have spent too much money on command centers. If it does come down to it, the extra few thousand minerals. Well, DRG is kind of mining again, but he's running out of... there are a couple corruptors here. I still say it should have been Muta's while he had the chance. Spirit wasn't able to close it out either, but like, what is the victory condition at this stage? Well, really, it's if either player gets a stable mining base. And right now, they both are back to one... Well... Oh, Spirit. Freeing up supply. We don't do math here. Don't you dare... No, Jim. Freeing up supply. Oh, Zerglings coming in. I mean, what's a few dozen more when you've lost 800? Slurps up into another medevac. At this point, I'm not sure the drops are worth it. Maybe to drag some attention away. But it's definitely on DRG to figure out something now. It was on Spirit for 8, 10, 12 minutes. It was on Spirit to hold the line and be incredibly cost effective. But DRG has lost a impressive amount of lurkers. Oh no. The turret got the... Oh. The turret got the Overseer. DRG playing like it's big game hunters here. Unfortunately, he's mined out. If he had unlimited minerals and gas, he may have eventually been able to bat our Spirit down. But it's not enough. DRG was 600 average APM, and I believe it. All these Zerglings, it takes a lot of actions to build and lose that many units. He's lost 1,400 units. And not all of them, only half of them are Zerglings. He's sniping Zerglings. And when Zerglings are being sniped, it might be time to tap it out. Wow. At first, DRG thought he could crush him. He could break his bases. He could break his tanks. He could break his planetaries. He could shut down his drops and slap away his liberators. But at the end of the day, he could never break his spirit. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe. Hope to see you next time. Check out more. I hope I made your day a little bit better. See you soon. Stay chill.